Hey, Beady Besties. Happy Wednesday, my friends. Happy Wednesday. I hope you are having an amazing day. We are just plowing right through this week. We are halfway through it, right? 2 more days and then it's the weekend. Yeah. So let's pull a card today and then we will get into some what I imagine is just absolutely amazing friend mail. We have 2 friend mails today to look at, friends. That's exciting. Boom, boom. And then later on this evening, we will be unboxing Sam's Bead Box. Some of you guys might have seen some of the unboxings out there. There are some out there. I'm going to be honest. I peeped Jennifer Miller's unboxing because Jennifer and Wendy had a really great connection. And, oh, I just spoilered it, didn't I? Well, sugar doots. Anyway, just forget I said that, but I watched Jennifer's unboxing and, guys, I got really emotional. So I'm not ready. I'm not quite ready yet to do my unboxing, but we're going to do it tonight when it's nice and quiet and we don't have any interruptions and we can just enjoy it. All right. So today's card, you can't run from the shadow, but you can invite it to dance. I love that, guys. I think we should invite our shadows to come out and dance with us a little more often, right? Let's become friends with them, okay? Let's become friends with our shadows. All right, guys. So like I said, today we're going to be looking at some friend mail. I had got some beautiful friend mail right before vacation from Laurie Stallman, who's just amazing. And I just want to recap because I already did show you guys these, but she sent me these. You might not have seen it. She sent me these amazing things, and these 2 I did try. So these were the relaxing and the anxiety, and these are like made with pure essential oil. So they're just like a healing little. You stick it up your nose, give it a little squirt, not a squirt. You give it a little snort, and I don't know. I thought these were really nice, and I really like this relaxing blend. I thought it just was very nice. We also have the Breathe Easy blend, which is good for me because I have asthma and bad sinuses and allergies. And we also, which I'm going through right now, I don't know if you can hear it. We also have the Calming blend with pure essential oils. I did not try. These are rollers that I think Miss Laurie said you roll on the bottom of your feet. I did not try those, but I am looking forward to trying those. Maybe tonight, guys. Maybe before we do our Sam's unboxing, we'll do some foot rollers. All right, so let's get into Miss Laurie's box. I didn't get a chance to open the rest of it. I don't know if I can fit it in here. There it is. She sent me this nice box. I'm going to put the box to the side. We don't need to have the box in the frame. I also want to get a bead mat. Do I want to get a bead mat? Yeah, let's get a bead mat. And guys, I do apologize for all the noise. I have we're doing wash, and I have the doors open, and I have some neighbors that are moving a lot of stuff around, so you might hear some traffic. You might hear some laundry being done. We're like 2 loads deep, so we're in it to win it today. All right, so Miss Laurie, I believe, did tell me, if I remember correctly, and guys, I don't always, that she sent me some of her goodies from her Beadalon boxes. She got some Beadalon mystery boxes, and she just wanted to share. She just wanted to share the wealth. So let's get in here, and I'm already seeing some of this beautiful artistic wire, and this is that flat wire, and we're gonna have some fun with this. I'm still playing around with ideas. I was thinking about maybe doing some little texturing. I have some little smaller impress art things. Maybe we can do some texturing and make some bangles. I'm waiting to get I have a dear friend sending me some artistic wire bracelet bending pliers. So I'm just waiting to get those in, and then we can start on that. Oh my goodness, Miss Laurie. Oh my goodness, Miss Laurie. This is not, hold on, am I in the right package? Because I also got a beautiful package from Miss Rosalinda. Yeah, this is Miss Laurie's. I don't know why I was under the impression it was all Beadalon, friends, because I'm here to tell you, it's a lot of Jesse James in here. And I'm here for it. But let's pull out some more of the Beadalon stuff. So here we have some of this tassel cord. And we have this gorgeous black and gold. And then we have this like a pink, like a magenta pink and gold. So pretty. I've attempted, there was a GGC treasure bag a while ago. It was like opalite and green. And I had some of this beautiful tassel cord in green. And I started to make a tassel, and then I don't know what happened, friends, but the project got thrown in a bag, and it's in a shoebox right now. So I'll have to maybe pull that out and see what's going on. We also have, some of this artistic wire flat mesh. That's my my dryer. That's the spin cycle is going on, and it's shaking my whole house right now. So if you hear some banging, it's not boots a knocking, my friend. It's the washer. So let's see here. I just want to open this because this flat mesh is kind of, I have some of it in a different color, but it's a little bit thicker. And this is a little bit thinner. This is really interesting. So it's like this, my whole desk is shaking for crying out loud. It's like a hollow mesh, kind of like a silver silk hollow mesh. And you can throw some beads in there, I imagine, if you want, or you can just leave it like this. You can use some ribbon ends and do, you can make a fun little choker. Oh, guys, this might be fun for Halloween. We can make some little Halloween chokers with this. Oh, that's a good idea. Thank you, Lori. That's amazing. I apologize for all the ruckus going on, but I had to catch up on wash, friends. It was spilling over. And now we have some tags. And these are good for, you would use these to attach your lobster claws to the end of your work. And I'm kind of glad to have some of these because a lot of times I'll use toggle ends. And sometimes you have to find a smaller toggle, but this is perfect. It's kind of like a teeny toggle. I love that. All right. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. Lori, you spoil me so much. There's more wire. Oh, there's tools in here too. I'm beside myself right now. All right, here we have some artistic wire. And this is in the 28 gauge. So this is a really good gauge for wrapping. It's a really good wrapping gauge. If you're like wrapping like stones and stuff to things. It's really pretty. And it's in this gorgeous like rose gold color. I love that. I love rose gold. Oh, look at that. And we also have some Beadalon artistic wire in a 32 gauge. My, that is thin. I wish I was a 32 gauge sometime. No, maybe not, because I'd like to have a little something. So I think I would settle for 26 gauge. I think that would be okay. But this is a beautiful red bright copper color. Love that. We're going to have to do some wire wrapping, friends. We're going to have to get it done. Oh, and here we have some of these crimp ends, and these are interesting. I saw some other friends who did unboxings of this collection, and they also got several of these. And so these are large wire crimp connectors, and you can use them to connect the really thick coated wires. I think they're, and you can make like bangles and stuff like that. I think like the 16 gauge wire stuff. Yeah, and I have some of that too. Used with, 14 gauge. Used with a 14 gauge. So, yeah, some of you... Oh, I think there might be one in here, actually. Yeah, here we go. This 14 gauge, it's like this coated wire. And you would use these crimps on this wire to like, make it a circle, crimp it in. So, that's fun. And I got 3 of those, so guys. Guys, I also want to say, and I don't know if I asked Miss Laurie, but I might have. I'm sure she gave me her blessing. Some of these things I also put aside to make little care packages and things like that for some, friends that maybe need a little care in their life. So some of these, might go into care packages. I don't necessarily keep everything, but of course, and that is with the blessing of the sender, which always, because we have such a beautiful community, the senders always are fine with that. So here we have a small flat nylon jaw plier. And this is, the Beadalon nylon jaw pliers are my favorite, guys. They really are my favorite. Most of the Beadalon tools are my favorite, but something like this, if I have several pairs, this might find its way into a care package. Because that's a tool that's, not everybody has it in their budget right now. So it might be a blessing for someone. All right, guys, I think that is all of the Beadalon stuff. And my friends, Lori sent me probably so much Jesse James stuff. So I'm going to move the Beadalon stuff out, and then we're going to bring the JJB stuff in. Lori, you have spoiled me rotten, my friend. You truly have. This is a lot of stuff in here. And guys, I feel like so blessed. And when I say like, I feel so blessed. Yes, I feel so blessed to get, you know, friend mail and to get fun stuff to play with and gifts and stuff like that. But I feel more blessed that people like that I have. There's so many beautiful people who think of me and like, oh, maybe Call would love this, or let's send this to Call. Like, to me, having that connection with so many beautiful friends, just the fact that I was thought of, that to me is the blessing. All right, I'm getting emotional again, friends. We're not going to make it tonight. I don't think we're going to make it. Oh, look at those. So these are check glass, 14 millimeter amethyst pearls. And I do want to take these out of the package. So then we can put them in a baggie. No, Carl, you thought we were just going to rip it. Yeah, I really did think I was just going to rip it like, oh yeah, it's fine. I'm the hope. But we'll put these in a nice little bag with a zipper. These are beautiful, beautiful and chunky. I wonder if Jennifer Miller knows that Miss Laurie is sharing her JJB with me. Because I think Jennifer, she crossed some really high plateaus. She's been doing really good with sharing, and I'm so proud of her. And look at this, Jennifer. See, your kindness is wearing off. Now people are sharing their JJB with me. Thank you, Jennifer. Anyway, those are stunning. Let's see what else we have. You guys know I love to mess with my Jennifer anytime I can. That's my girlfriend. That's the home slice. All right, guys, we got some. Oh, look at this. Wow. That's gorgeous. Oh, Miss Laurie. You know what, my beautiful friend? You know, Carl's been talking about it for a while, doing the seed beading. But I think this would be a gorgeous, gorgeous piece to do some seed beading and then maybe some fringe. Are you kidding me? That's holy smokes. She's going to go somewhere until Carl can do all that. And then I'm telling you guys, this is going to be an amazing piece. I can already feel it. I'm emotional. Okay. Let's get into some stuff before we break down. Ooh, let's open this one too. So this is a Flaunt Your Fuchsia. Flaunt Your Fuchsia. Okay, sorry. I had to do some snaps. I did a twist in my brain too. 2 snaps and a twist. If you know, you know. In Living Color. All right, that was my show back in the day. In Living Color, I never missed an episode. Y'all wasn't it Rosie Perez that was a dancer? She's so cute. All right, guys, let's look at this. Is a beautiful, like, little Hello Nature. We've got some of the, and I think these, is there information on the package, Kyle, or are you just ripping stuff open? Hold on a second, because I feel like these are gemstones, but I could be wrong. Which one was it? Oh, Flaunt Your Fuchsia. The Jessie Jane design inspired. It does not say what they are, friends, so we're just going to guess. I like to guess sometimes. Sometimes guessing is fun. But these do kind of feel like maybe a jade, maybe like a dyed jade. They do feel gems. They could be glass, but they do kind of, they're cool. And they are cool. And they do have a little bit of a gemstone feel to me. These are probably like a magnesite, which, hey, I love a good magnesite. Magnesite's beautiful. We got some ovals. We got 2 rounds. This could be a gorgeous bracelet. Oh, look with the purple. Oh my gosh, we have a whole vibe here. And this, oh my goodness. What? Look at that. Is that pyrite? That might be pyrite. You guys, oh, this is, I actually have pyrite on today. How? It kind of looks like pyrite. How stinking amazing. Pyrite is one of my absolute favorite. I don't even know if it's a gemstone or a mineral, honestly, but it's absolutely one of my favorites. And I believe this is maybe some kind of pyrite. Oh, wow. That's, I'm going to be honest with you. I'm probably not going to make anything with that. I'm probably just going to carry it around with me. Because I'm a happy, silly fool when it comes to pyrite. Oh, look, guys, I didn't even notice the ovals are different sizes. How amazing. That's going to be a gorgeous bracelet. I think I might have said that. All right. Oh, okay. So we have a whole big bag. A whole big bag of, oh, what is that? Look at that ribbon. I get distracted so easily. I have to take a sip real quick, friends. And I'm going to put this box on the ground. And we also have, it looks like the Cirque, the January 2024. Oh my gosh, look at the colors in there. Okay, Carl, one thing at a time. I'm just going to take a little sip because your girl is parched. It's because I talk a whole lot. Okay. I'm going to open this big giant bag first. I do talk a whole lot, and that's okay. It's okay. All right. Oh, this is that. I'm going to say it so I can give Jennifer a giggle. This is that Fleet Macwood chain. It's that Fleet Macwood chain, friends. Holy smokes, it's my favorite. This is my favorite chain. It's Fleetwood Mac, but look at this chain, guys. I have more of this. I could maybe make myself a belt. Maybe not right now, but maybe in a couple months I'll be able to make myself a belt. This chain is honestly probably one of my favorite ever chains from JJB. I just look at this, all the links. Like you can do so much with this chain. It's insane. We're going to put her up here. And then we have some more of these flowers. You guys know I like to play with these. These are fun. And we got, looks like different colors. Looks like some rose gold. And then we have some gold. Pretty, pretty. I'll do something fun. We might do something non-jewelry with these. You know, guys, I've been doing some resin stuff. Like non-jewelry resin. Well, I've been trying anyway. But we could maybe do like little, we could put these into bookmarkers or keychains or something. Maybe put like something in the middle there and put them in the resin. That might be fun. I'm so full of ideas and good intentions, friends. But sometimes the follow through needs work. Oh, look at this little bag of goodies. Okay. Okay. You know what? We're going to dump our friends here out. Yeah, those are gorgeous. That's a whole bunch of fun right there. And let's do a dumper do with these guys. Let me give it a blow first. Call, that didn't sound right at all. You're on fire, girl. You're on fire. Okay. So we have some ribbon ends. Ooh, I was just talking about ribbon ends. Got some ribbon ends. Look at a frame, 2 frames. So these are bead frames, but you don't have to use them as bead frames. I mean, you can put something through there. You could hang them like as charms with jump rings. We could do like a jump ring and then a little dangle in, and that could be a really cute earring. It doesn't have to be a frame. It can be whatever you want. You are the boss of you, my friends. Nobody else, just you. You were the only one. All right, so then we have some of these. Ooh, it's like a jonquil. It's like a jonquil AB little drop there. Those are pretty. Guys, you know I'm not the biggest fan of yellow, but I do think jonquil is very pretty. And this is a very pretty color. Ooh, look at it with the purple. Okay, okay, girl. All right. Ooh, we have some of these drops. These are always fun. These are like a glass drop. And they have this, this gold banding around here. And I always think these are really pretty. These to me are always like I feel like they're super elegant, right? I don't know. There's just something very elegant about these beads. Ma'am, we're not going to do that today. Let me just put them in this dish. Whoa. Let me stop assaulting them first. See that beautiful rich brown color? Those are so pretty. I love those. Ooh, that might be pretty, guys. We could do like jumper. Ooh, maybe we'll make a pair of earrings today. I don't know. I think that's going to be really pretty. All right. Oh, and then we have some of these octagons. I think that's what that shape is. I'm going to put, these are on the front and this guy's on the back. So look at those colors. Guys, you know anything like this kind of with all of these beautiful colors just make me so happy. I'm a person that I love all just the brightest colors and I love all the colors of the world pretty much. That's why sometimes I get sad when we get bead boxes that don't have a lot of color. And I get kind of sad. But it's okay. I usually get over it pretty quickly. I bounce back real fast, friends. And then we have some rondelles here. And these are in that like, do we call it the rose iris AB? It's the pink AB one. Those are just beautiful. Love, love, love. This is a stunning little collection over here. I think we might make some earrings, my friends. Ooh, what is that? Looks like a bunch of rubber bands. This could be fun. Oh, it's chain. Oh my goodness. It's that fiber chain. Look at that. It's so pretty. It's very light. You guys, I want to make a lot of stuff right now. Look at those. I think these might be shell. Because they sometimes do a lot of these mother of pearl shell. Yeah, I can see some of that that shell-like shimmer. Those are gorgeous. These are so pretty. I think I might have a set of these. So now I have 2 sets. That makes me really happy. These are colors are gorgeous. So you got this red and the orange. So pretty. And I love this color combination, right? Because this can be real tropical for the summer, but it can also be really pretty for the fall. I love that. This is just the best day right now. I'm telling you. And then we have another box from Miss Rosalinda. So guys, this might be a really long video because Miss Rosalinda's box is rather large. I'm telling you, I don't know how in the universe somebody is looking out for me and has just sent me the most amazing angels. That's all I can think of. So all work and no play in the Colorado Lounge. Look at this. And a lot of this stuff, guys, because I didn't start getting the JJB again until like earlier this year. So I missed a lot of this stuff. So this is amazing. For me, this is like retro stuff, right? Love it. Ooh, look at these big old squares. Rectangles, Kyle. That's a rectangle. It's like that. I feel like this is like that cushion cut. Isn't that what we call this? Cushion cut? Is that what we call that? I don't know. I could just be whistling Dixie. Ooh, oh, my goodness. Friends, what are we doing here? Yes. Love that. Oh my gosh. Hold on a second. What if we did a necklace? Are we seeing that? Okay. I've been away from beads for far too long, my friends, because my brain is racing. Okay, now we have some of these in this like goldenrod color. These are beautiful ovals, faceted. Guys, JJB does a lot of things really well, but what I love that they do really well is the chain and also these big chunky crystals that are just gorgeous that I could just play with all day. Oh, pretty with the purple. Hello. And then we've got some orange rondelles. That's a beautiful, beautiful orange. Love those. Oh my goodness. We've got some drops in the root beer color. Very pretty. Sorry I'm not putting everything on the other dish, but I'm trying to get through this, guys, because it's a lot and there's going to be a lot more. Oh, look at those. So these are those little like shimmery, and they're like a matte texture and they're kind of shimmery, like little druzy beads. So pretty. So pretty. We've got some red, beautiful red rondelles. Faceted, of course, because JJB facets pretty much everything, which I'm here for. Pretty much all the crystals anyway. We have just some black round glass beads, and they also feel a little matte in texture. Pretty, pretty. Ooh, I love these spacers. They're so ornate. They kind of remind me of sea urchins. They look a little like a sea urchin, but look how gorgeous they are. They're just so ornate. I love them. And the fact that they're in copper is just a double win. Ooh, look at these little baby charms, little birds. Looks like doves, little baby doves. Oh, maybe we'll make Joni a pair of earrings. I'm probably going to see Joni next week for lunch, so maybe we'll make Joni earrings. Taking a sip, friends. And then finally, we have some of these, and they look like they're in a copper, which is cool because I don't have many of these little, they're very small. They're just tiny. Little crystal rondelle spacers, and I don't have many in the copper, so that's really awesome. Lori, thank you. Guys, we've still got a lot to go. It's going to be a long video, guys. If you stay for the whole thing, I just want to say you are the real MVP, and I appreciate you. So here we have another mix. I'm going to try to speed it up a little. Ooh, look at this mix. So we have some of these white ovals. Beautiful. Oh, we've got some of these. I love these crystals. I call these sunburst crystals because they look like they have this like little sunburst pattern sort of. Sorry, guys. It could be a snowflake. It could be a flower. It could be anything. But those are beautiful. Ooh, we've got some triangles here, and these might be gemstone triangles. Or they're shell. So these are some shell triangles in there. We've got some cubes. We've got some black cubes. Oh, look at the little tassels. We got the little frou-frou tassels, little pom-pom tassels, and then we've also got the leather tassels. Tassel me up, my friend. We got some gorgeous spacers. Oh, we got these little cone crystals. They're kind of neat. I like playing with those. I like making earrings with those. We've got some gray beads. Look at these cubes. That's a beautiful cube, if I've ever seen it. And then we got some lava beads in here, this beautiful green. Some glass pearls, it looks like. That's beautiful. That's a beautiful little combination. Okay. Kyle's going to clean this up later. Here's that ribbon we were... Oh, there's a little yellow pom-pom tassel. Here's that ribbon we were looking at. This is really pretty. That is a really pretty ribbon. You know what this ribbon reminds me of, guys? Remember when we were... well, I know I was praying for the Ukraine and doing some Ukraine-inspired jewelry and stuff, and just trying to bring awareness to that situation that was going on. This reminds me kind of some things that I saw other people make also during that time. I love that. We're going to have to do something very special with that. Ooh, oh, so there's a bunch of tassels at the bottom. Okay, look at that guy. That's pretty. I love that it's already has this like patina. So pretty. All right. Sorry about all the rumpling. I'm just pulling a bunch of stuff out, and then we're going to do a dumper do. Because there's a lot of little tassels down here, which is good, guys, because I have to replenish my little tassel collection, because I used a whole bunch of them for Halloween, like 2 Halloweens ago. So I have to replenish my tassel stash. Oh, guys, speaking of that, we've got some Halloween charms from the Bargain Bead Box to look at one of these days. And we're going to make some Halloween earrings. Ooh, look at those. Those are beautiful. I just love these little tassels for earrings. We got some more of the pom-poms, little baby pom-poms. These are really special too. These are some of my favorite tassels. Ooh, we have little mini guys too. Oh no, that's so cute. Where is your friend? Here we are. I love these kind of tassels. They're so boho and just so much fun. We've got the little blue petal tassel. So pretty. I love these. These are so pretty. These kind of remind me of like a lady, like a dance, like a skirt, you know? Or you could turn it this way and make a flower. Look at that. Love those. Okay, we got a couple of little mixes here to look at. Oh, I see some metal beads that I love. Ooh, look at these cones. Those are large and in charge. They might even be a gemstone. I don't know. They feel pretty heavy. It could be like maybe an aventurine or something. Look at these. These are my favorite. I love metal beads at Cloisonne, but I love all the metal beads, guys. Like these kind of metal beads. They're just, they just tell such stories. Oh, we have some, this is like a very vibrant collection here. We got some of those red ones. Oh, we got some melons. We'll have to make some melons. Look at those. Look at those charms. Those are metal. Those are so cool. Very vibrant yellow and blue crystals. We got a lot of spacers in here. A couple caps. Oh, and this is the, oh, was this the, shoot. I can't think of what box this was. But yeah, I remember some of this. That's awesome. Oh no. I'm going to have a good time cleaning this up, Laurie. We're running out of room though, friends. We truly are. All right. Look at this mix. Oh my gosh, mermaid vibes all day. Oh, we got some of the, oh, look at those little poof poofs. I love it. I love it. We got some of these cylinders. Ooh, that's a mysterious crystal. Look at that. We've got some, oh, look at those coins. Those are like a sorry. Those are like a wavy coin. Those are interesting. And we got some juicy bicones here in this beautiful green. Wow. Got some black rectangles. Got some cubes. Some little black. That's a beautiful little mix, guys. I'm going to actually move this chain over here, and we're going to put this guy over here. I want to try to keep some of them separated so I can put them back in their bags. Oh, speaking about chain. Oh, is this that snake chain? Oh, this is amazing. Oh my gosh. It's like a little baby snake in my hand. Look at my new friend. It's a slithery snake. Have you guys ever seen that meme? Let's look at the end, shall we? Let's look at its innards. So there we go. It's kind of looks like that. And I guess how you would finish this is with a, you know, with one of the end crimps that we sometimes put on suede or leather. I guess that's how you would finish that. There might, JJB might have some special little findings too, but that's really cool. I love that. It's very slinky. It's sort of slinky. It's so slinky. Love. Okay. Slinky snake. All right. Ooh, we've got some wood beads here. Really, really pretty wood beads. I'm going to throw these back in the bag because there is truly and honestly no room on this desk for this. What a problem to have, my friends. What a problem to have. Right. Laura, you have plumb spoiled me, my friend. Plumb spoiled me. We still haven't even looked at the circuit thing. I'm going to have to clean my bead mat and come back soon because there's just no room. These are cool. So we have some of these chandeliers with all the links down here. And of course, that's the back. The back is smooth and then the front has some texture. And then there's a little loop here where you could hang a dangle. These are pretty. These are kind of like stampings, but these aren't really flexible. So these are nice and droppable. I don't know. Maybe it's just me, but I kind of see like a little... Okay, hold on a second because I'm going to have to explain this one because some of you are going to be like, really, Kyle, what's in that tea that you're drinking? I don't know. I kind of see like a... I know it's like a shield, but I kind of see like eyebrows, so an eye, and like a jaw, and like a crown. I kind of see like a skeleton queen face. I know I'm probably the only one that sees that. And to answer your question, it's just old regular Arnold Palmer in there. Nothing special. All right. And then finally we have the frame. Oh, this was the Frida mix. The Frida box, wasn't it? I think it was the Frida box. Look at that chain. Are you serious? Oh my gosh. Look at this chain. So we have all these little squares with the black crystals in them, and they're framed in gold. Hence the frame. That's so clever. And then there are also some links in here. So we have some links. These are fun. They kind of remind me of like a window. And then here's another link. That reminds me of the Eiffel Tower. So much fun. Oh, Miss Laurie. You're amazing, my love. All right, guys, I'm going to clean this up real quick, and then we'll look at the other stuff. All right, friends, and we are back. And I just want to show you guys something. As I was putting things away, I was looking at this again, and then I said, oh, yes, this is going to happen. So we're going to do some bead weaving in here, and we're going to make some bead weaving fringe someday. And then we're going to connect it with this. We're going to have this chain for the length. And I think, yes, I'm so here for this project. All right, friends, I also decided, I made an executive management decision because this video is going to get probably a little bit longer because we still have like more, we have this hole to look at. Plus, I want to make a couple projects. So I think we are going to do, Miss Rosalinda is going to get her own video because she deserves it. And we're just going to do 2 separate videos. So this way you guys can pick, you know, you don't have to watch it all at once. You can watch the first one and then you can go and have some snacks and then come back and watch the second one. All right, so this was the center stage. This was the Cirque January 2024, and I don't have this box. So thank you so much. Oh my God, it's very vibrant. I can see the circus for sure. Oh, look at the elephants. You know what? Miss Joan, and I think I put it away. It was hanging over there, but Joan made me the most amazing, gorgeous necklace with these beads. Oh, that's where they came from. Whoa, look at all that. All right, friends. I don't know what's what on there, so we're just going to open up bags and look. That's what we're going to do, friends. That's what we're going to do. And then we're going to make some earrings. I think we're going to make some earrings. Maybe a couple pair. Ooh, look at those. Those are glass rondelles. They're very swirly. We get a couple of those. Ooh, look at the stars. Some star charm. Oh, look, they're hollow. Like a slider charm. That's so cool. I love that. Got some of these disco balls. Oh, no. Disco balls, but they're kind of like, I'm sorry if it's not focusing well. But they have this little, like, they're matte and they have a strip of AB there. And then we have got some AB drops. Those are really, really pretty. Those are beautiful. I love those AB drops. We've got some of these metallic, like a 8/0 seed bead. Like that's the size. I don't know if that's what it is, but that's what size it is. Then we have like a little guy there. It's a beautiful blue. And then look at these. Like fun little zebra beads. That's what they look like. And they're AB. That's so cool. Like the color changes. Yeah, this is a gorgeous, gorgeous little mix. Oh, there's also some black crystal rondelle spacers. Very pretty. Oh no. All right, so we got that little mix. Love that. Then let's just see what is in the. I see some tigers. Look at this tiger. Guys, my Chinese zodiac is the tiger. Fascinating, I know. 1974. Got these little filigree laser etched tigers. There's a little loop there at the top so we can hang them. We can hang him somewhere. Look, he's just pacing back and forth. Oh, we have some fairy silk. Look at this beautiful color of fairy silk. Love that. Do a dumper do. These are interesting to me. I don't know if I understand these beads. They remind me of levels that my grandfather used to have everywhere in his shop. That's what they remind me of. You know, like the levels with the little cylinder and it would have the liquid inside. Now there's not liquid in here, but this is just what they remind me of. But these are kind of cool because they have like this little pink design. They're very interesting. These always fascinate me. Oh, we have some bright hot pink. Beautiful squares. Look at these. Ooh, that's a large hole crystal dude, and then that's a metal bead. Those are beautiful. Then we've got some of these shambhala. That's what I don't know if that's the official name. That's what I call them. We have some of these beautiful shambalas. And these are not like the acrylic ones. These are the nice clay ones. So they're my favorite. I don't necessarily love the acrylic ones. But the clay ones are very pretty. Oh, we've got some stars. And they are two-sided with a little pink enamel. Those are interesting. We got some cage beads. There's little crystals inside of there. Those are fun for earrings. Then we've got some of these are really interesting. It's kind of, it's an odd shape. There's the drill hole. It's an odd, it would go on like that. That's kind of cool. That's interesting. Ooh, look at those. Look at those. A drill hole at the top. I like those. You know I do. Got some more of those beads. And then we have an ombre strand here of some hot pink and clear blue, purple. That's really pretty. Very, very small. Little babies. Little tiny babies. We're going to have to save this for our seed bead journey. Because those are very tiny. All right, let's get into all this. This is amazing. All these metal beads that I love so much. Look at those. Oh my gosh. They're absolutely gorgeous. They look like, you know, the balls that elephants play with. So pretty. I love those. Guys, I'm going to be honest. I'm not a fan of the circus. I'm not going to get on my soapbox about it. But I don't always think the animals are treated ethically. And so I don't agree with the circus. I'm a fan of Dumbo. I'm just going to leave it at that. All right, look at this. Look at this beautiful. This is like a slider charm. So we've got some 4 loops back here. And you could connect things or you could slide this onto something. And since Joan made me a necklace with this, maybe I'll make myself like a matching bracelet, right? We can do some, yeah, I think that would work out really pretty. And then we've got these metal elephants with the trunks up. Sorry, that's the dryer. She's done. That was the dryer. Trunks up, my friends. There's your drill hole. Those are spectacular. And we got 3 of those, it looks like. Look at those. Oh my gosh. They're absolutely gorgeous. So pretty. It's like a little flower in there. So pretty. And then we've got some of these little black metal beads. I don't typically like to use these because I feel like they're a little scratchy, but they are pretty. We could probably do something with them in resin or something. They don't necessarily have to be jewelry, but they are pretty. Then we got a couple little crystals here, little sparkly glass crystals. Love that. And then, oh my gosh, look at that bead. First of all, first and foremost, my friends, I'm in love. Look at these. Look at these. They look like beautiful, like spun glass vases. They're a little different in size, but how pretty is they? Look like glass lanterns. You know what I'm saying? Or like those Moroccan lanterns. Or like some kind of lanterns, friends. They're absolutely gorgeous. Look at, I don't know if you can see the stripes because I know my phone is struggling to focus, but so amazing. Since they are kind of really different in shape, I probably, oh my God, please don't. Okay, thank you. I probably wouldn't use them as earrings, but how about like this would be a pretty like a pendant, like a stacking situation. And then we can hang one of those tassels at the bottom. Oh, that would be so pretty. They look good with these beads too. Oh my goodness. Okay. Those are amazing. Okay, and here we go. This is a whole bunch. And I do have, Joan gave me a pair of these. And I don't know if you guys remember, I went to the Jelly Roll concert not too long ago. And I made a pair of earrings with guitar picks and these beads. So I'm happy to have more of those. And then we have some of these. These are the acrylic ones. These are really pretty. They're very sparkly. They might make some jazzy earrings. Oh man. Oh man. There's some large and in charge crystals here. Look at these. Look at those. And they are like a little wave to them too. I don't know if you guys can see that wave. There's your drill hole. They're very thick and wavy. Just like me, thick and wavy. Okay, those are amazing. And then we have some, looks like these coins. I love these coins. So they are flat on this side, but if the outer is faceted, there's your drill hole, and they have this gorgeous metallic coating. So they change colors at different angles. Love those. You know, guys, that's always my favorite. And then there's this large. Oh, this is it's a triangle. It's a diamond. That's what it is. Guys, why do I struggle with my shapes? It's pretty. Very faceted in purple. Oh, did I show you the rings? Oh, yeah, I think I did. Oh my gosh. Oh, I thought that, okay. Oh, there's 4 of those coins. And we have some of these crystal rondelle spacers in this larger size. And then we have some really beefy bead caps. Look at those. Oh, there's another one of those rondelles. There's 4 of those. And there's the beefy bead caps. But these might be, what can we put these beefy, oh, I wonder if we could do something like that. Might be pretty. I just don't like covering up. I don't like covering up any of that bead. I wonder what they would look like on these. Weird. Weird. Okay. So guys, I am going to go ahead and I'm going to think of some, maybe a cute pair of earrings or 2 for us to put together. And we'll be right back. All right, friends, and we're back. And guys, we have some really cute earrings. So we're going to start with this easy pair first. And guys, none of them are hard, but this pair is really easy. So I'm going to call these my Eye of the Tiger earrings. I had to pair them up with these like tiger stripe beads. And then I did one of these little black rondelles. And then we did one of those really pretty like blue metallic rounds. So what you're going to need for this, and it's real simple, guys, but just be careful. If you have these tigers, they are very bendy. And we also want to make sure we're mirroring our tigers. But they are very bendy, so just be careful, because as I was making the first earring, I realized I bent it up a little bit. So we're going to do we have an eye pin here. So you're going to need an eye pin from your stash. And I have a fairly long eye pin, and we're going to put that eye pin onto that loop. Okay. It's going to look like that. And then we're just going to stack, my friends. We're going to stack one of those. We're going to stack our rondelle, and then we're going to stack this. And then we're going to make a bend, and we are going to do a wrap loop, and I think I did, looks like 2 wraps. And again, we want to mirror our earrings. So we want to make sure that we're going in the right direction, and we're going to go this way. And I only did 2 wraps, right? So I don't need, oh, I just realized I'm not even using the right pliers, but that's okay. I'm just going to bend that wire over and create a space in there for 2 wraps. Put those over here. We're going to grab our round nose pliers. About right here. We're going to take that wire up and over. We're going to do a little hand rotation. Make sure we're centering that loop. This did not center very well. These eye pins are, I want to say these eye pins are probably stainless steel, so they're very rigid. So I kind of have to overcorrect here a little bit, right? And then we're just going to fill in our wraps. And it looks like we might get 3 wraps in here, or 2. Oh, look at that. And sometimes that will happen. Maybe we'll get like 2.5. There we go. And we're not going to over wrap it too much, friends. I'm just going to go ahead and fix this. And then we're going to cut. Oh no. I have to unwrap it just a little bit so I can cut it. There we go. That's better. Ow, sorry. I don't know why I said ow. I didn't hurt myself, but... Right, I am going to bring these little black pliers in because these are kind of like my Tucker inner pliers. They tuck these little ends in really well because they have a little more of a tapered jaw. Okay, so that's what we have, and then we just got to put our ear wire on, which is just real simple. We'll just do that, and then we'll close these, which I just do a little smush, and then I do a little side thing so I know that they are closed. And there's our first earrings. We have our little eye of the tiger. Might be hard to see those tigers because of they're very like silvery and thin. So I thought those were super cute. These will be my Philly earrings. When I go to Philly, I'm going to wear my eye of the tiger earrings. Okay, friends, second earring. Oh, I love this one. Remember we were playing with this frame? Ma'am. And I do apologize, guys. My husband will probably be home soon from the store. So look at this. This is what we've created. So we used one of these frames, except we're not using it as a frame. We're just we are kind of using it as a frame, but it's more like a link. We have this really fancy drop. And then we have this pretty rondelle, metallic rondelle. So let's put this one together. So you're going to need all of those things. Plus you're also going to need a head pin and an eye pin or some wire. You can make it yourself. I also have a 4mm jump ring. So let's do the 4mm jump ring first. So we're going to attach that to the cage bead. So let me go ahead and open this little jump ring up. You could use a 5mm if this is too small, but I found that the 5mm didn't sit as nicely in the cage. Okay, so we're going to open this up, and now we're going to take this, didn't sit nicely in the frame rather. And what I like to do with these beads is, you see this little triangle? So I like to find one of these little peaks. These little triangle peaks. And I slip my jump ring in there, and then we're just going to close that. And it is a very small jump ring, friends. But it works well. Okay. Make sure there's no daylight in there. All right, and now we're going to take, oh, I did forget something, didn't I? I did. I'm missing a 5mm jump ring, and that is okay because we're right here. I thought I had everything in there. So I have a little 5mm jump ring here, and we're going to grab the antique. So guys, we're also mixing some metals here. We're mixing antique bronze with gold, which I think antique bronze and gold just naturally mix well anyway. All right, so we're going to take this 5mm jump ring. We're going to open this up. Okay. And we're going to connect it to a few things. This jump ring has a big job. So we're going to go ahead and connect it to this guy. Then we're going to connect it to our frame. And then we're going to connect it to this eye pin. Always make sure the eye pins are closed. Okay. So this little jump ring here has a big job. He's keeping everybody together. And I also want to show you guys, if you don't want to do the drop, it's also a pretty earring without the drop. Okay, so we're going to put that rondelle on there. and give it a little shake, and that will fall nicely right in that frame. Okay, and then we're going to do a simple loop here. We want to go this way, so then our ear wire can just scoop right in there. So we're going to bend, bend, bend. And we're going to go ahead and cut. And then we're going to roll. All right. And that's a pretty good loop. I don't even know if I have to break that neck just a little bit. Just a little bit. Okay. Then we're just going to go ahead, do that. And then we're going to open it and we're going to attach our ear wire, which I've chosen to go with a lever back. Just thought it was nice and classy. Now, friends, if you wanted, you could just stop here. That's a really pretty earring, just like that, right? You could stop right there, but we're not going to stop there. We're gonna make a dangle. So go ahead. I'm just going to straighten this guy out a little bit. Okay. Wait till you see the last pair of earrings. We're doing 3. I don't know if I mentioned that. Okay, so we're just going to put this guy on a ball head pin, and then we're just going to make a simple loop. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to bend. Now, be careful with this. I don't put this right. I move this just a little skosh right above the point of that glass because I don't want to fracture this glass. So don't put your pliers right against it. Just maybe slide a fingernail in there and give yourself a little distance. Okay, and bend. Because it could cause some unnecessary stress. Now, I'm going to make sure this is a pretty decent loop because it's got to go over that frame. So we're figuring we got to make at least like a 4 or 5 millimeter loop. Okay. And then we're just going to go ahead and loop it. Okay. That is a terrible loop. That's okay. We're going to break this neck a little bit, and then we're going to shimmy her closed, and then we're going to shimmy her open. I know that sounds silly, but we just want to make sure that closes. So now we're going to open it back up, and then we're going to put it onto our frame. And hopefully made that loop big enough that we can fit it. If the loop is not big enough, guys, it won't sit nice on the frame. And I think I might have made it not quite big enough. I might have to do it again. I don't know. Trying to close it. It's being difficult to close, my friends. Okay, listen, friend. This was not this difficult when I made your brother, okay? Or sister, whoever. Okay, I think I'm going to have to redo this one. Hold on. Hold on, friends. Hold on. It's okay. I've got eye pins. I got head pins right here. No worries. No worries. I just did not make that, loop big enough. So that's your learning curve, friends. Make sure you make your loops bigger. I kind of had a feeling it wasn't going to be big enough, too. I was like, I don't know. All right, let's grab one more of these head pins. I always want to say eye pin. I know it's a head pin, friends. I know it's a head pin. I know the difference between my eyes and my heads, okay? All right, let's just smooth. This one's not too bad. Go ahead. Put our drop on there. Again, we're going to go ahead and make our bend. Again, not up against the bead. Go ahead and slide a little fingernail in there so you know you're not up against your bead. Bend, bend, bend. And then we're going to cut. Okay, I think that's a little better. Okay, and then we're going to break that neck a little bit. Being very careful not to stress our drop. Close that up. Now open it back up. Insert that onto our frame. I did not open it enough. That's okay. Okay. And we're going to put that onto our frame and see how much better that's going to... Oh my God, it went right in the hole, didn't it? Guys, you could use these holes if you wanted. I didn't want to, but my bead was like, oh, look, it's a hole. Let's just see what that's like. Oh my goodness. This one better be big enough. I think it is. It's just a little finicky to get in there and close it is what the issue is. It's really not an issue. I'm just probably using, I need to use my smaller pliers is what it is. There we go. There we go, friends. Give it a little shake, and there she is. I think these are super cute. Super cute. Let me know what you think. Okay, guys, the next pair is really super, super cute. Like, way, way cute. And we're also going to be using some of that flat wire. So this pair is going to be a little bit more, not complicated, friends. It's not complicated, but just a little. We got some stuff going on here, okay? So let me bring it out and give it a shake because it was sitting in that cup. So this is what we have. We have this little earring here. And we use this wire. And I think it just came out really pretty. So let me lay it down so you guys can see it. Okay. Now you don't have to use as many jump rings on the drop if you want it up a little higher. But I did use a couple there. I think I used 3. Yeah. All right. So what you're going to need is you're going to need several 5mm jump rings. I think you're going to need 6 for each side. So 12. I have some pieces of chain here. So these are 1-inch pieces of chain. You're going to need 4 of those. I picked out 2 of these jonquil drops. I just thought they were so pretty. We have 2 ear wires. You're going to need this flat wire. And then I also have some 22 gauge Beadalon wire. You are going to need some tools for this, guys. I do suggest, and I thought I had them on my desk. Here, they're on the other desk. I do suggest memory wire cutters for cutting this. It's 21 gauge, so it's a little thick, but because it's flat, it's really hard to cut with your cutters. And I don't want you to ding them up. You are also going to need, and I use this as our memory wire pliers, but I use this mandrel for our loops. And you're also going to need a dowel of some kind. You can also use a Sharpie, and you're also going to need a Sharpie anyway to mark your wire. I have this dowel set from Beadalon, and it's amazing. So I've gone with the, if you have this set, I've gone with the 12.7mm to make this shape. Now, if you used a bigger one, you would have a little bit of a wider horseshoe shape. I just went with that. I don't know. So that's what we need for these earrings, friends. And then, of course, your other normal tools. Oh, we need a ruler, too. Because it is very important that, oh, I think my husband's home. No, maybe not. It is very important to, because we want them to match precisely as possible. We do have to measure our wire. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and kind of smooth it out. And I will take my nylon jaw pliers. And before I cut it, I'm just going to smooth it out, make it nice and as flat as possible. All right, we're taking those curves out from where it was curled up on itself. Okay, and then we're gonna cut 3 inches. So first we're gonna measure, and this is where we get our Sharpie, because we want to make precise cuts, friends. Okay, so we're gonna measure at the 3. So we're just gonna put a little Sharpie mark here. And this will come right off if you take it off, or you can put it on the inside. We're going to be turning loops. You're not really even going to see it, if I'm being honest. Okay, so there's our mark at 3 inches, and we're going to cut that. Now, the memory wire cutters, you might not get a great cut the first time, but you can trim it down. So I'm trying to, because they're just a little different. So I'm trying to place these right over that mark. Okay, and we're going to cut. And we did pretty good, but see how we have a little extra? That's okay, because I'm going to bring them back in, and I'm just going to trim it down. And see, we got it pretty close to that mark that time, so I'm happy with that. All right, and if you want to smooth it out a little bit more. All right, so now we're going to turn some loops, and that's why I'm going to use this plier, because this will make really, really nice loops. And so we want our loops to go... It doesn't really matter. I'm just going to try to... Sometimes with the memory wire cutters, you don't get a really good flush cut. You get like a... you get like a roundabout cut. Trying to trim that off a little bit. Just bring in my good pliers. This is just a little finicky here. Just a little sharp. Okay, that's better. All right, so it doesn't matter... which way you turn your loops, just make sure you turn them the same direction. I'm going to use the smaller mandrel here. And guys, this is a really hard, you really have to put hand strength into this. So I'm holding this really tight and I'm rotating, and I'm also holding this tight and pushing in as I rotate until that wire meets itself. Kind of get like a loop like that. And then we're going to do it to the other side. Again, it doesn't matter. You have to do them on the same side, but it does. When we do the horseshoe, then we can figure out which do we want the loops on the outside or on the inside. Obviously, I chose the outside because I think the outside is just prettier. Okay. Again, we got to use a lot. If I'm shaking, it's because I'm using a lot of hand pressure here. Okay. So there we have our component. All right. So now we're going to take our dowel, and like I said, we want our loops on the outside. So we're going to turn our wire this way so the loops will be on the outside. And now we have to measure, and this is kind of a roundabout measure. We kind of want to get in the middle there, and that looks mostly like the middle. So then we're going to take this wire and we're going to start bending it over this mandrel evenly until we get about there. Push it just a little bit more. And then we can compare it and see how this wasn't quite as even. This side is up a little further. That's all right. Because what I'm going to do is I'm just going to kind of make this side a little, like push this side down and bring this side back up. And that made it a little more even. So this is what we have. It's not perfect, but I think I'm happy with it. Let me just go see if I can shape that a little bit better. This side is a little bit, okay. I think that's looking okay. I think that's pretty, it's pretty good. All right, so now we have our component. Make sure they're the same size, and they are. Okay, now we're gonna treat our drop here. So I gave this drop a little extra hat at the top. So we're gonna cut about 9 inches of wire. And this is the 22 gauge. About 9 inches, give or take. All right. Okay, and then we're going to want to straighten this wire out as well. Let's get our... Guys, this is what I'm talking about. These nylon jaw pliers are just so valuable to have in your stash. So very, very, very useful tool. All right, so we are going to make a knotted head pin. We're going to grab our round nose pliers. Always make sure you're flush here. Make sure your wire is flush, and my wire is flush. Okay, I'm going to go about here. Make sure the wire is flush from your pliers as well. You can't feel any wire on the other side. And then we're just going to start taking that wire around. It's coming back a second time. Just keep going. When you see it come a third time, you want to stop. You want to take this wire and you want to push it up. So you'll have this on your plier. Okay, and take that off. That's what that looks like. And then we're going to take this end of the wire and we're going to put it right through that loop that we made, right through that coil, right? Push that. It's going to look like a little lasso. And then we're going to, again, grab our MVP nylon jaw pliers, but then right up against that knot. And then we're going to take our other pliers and we're going to pull it through. You don't have to rip it through. It's not a lawnmower. We're not, just gently and easily until you see that knot starting to close, right? Take it off the tool. Then this is what you have. You have a little knot shape. Run your finger over, make sure that it is not sharp. Sometimes if the wire sticks out from your pliers a little bit, you might have a little nub there. So just be careful for that. All right, and then we're going to put our drop on. Okay, and then we're going to make a little bit of a bend up here because we are going to do a wrap loop. We're going to do about right here. Okay, bend that wire over. We're creating a little bit of space in here. And now we're going to wrap. Okay, bringing that wire over, rotate a little bit, and then this side. And I am going to leave it on the tool as I do this. So we're going to start wrapping up at the neck, and we're just going to go down until now we're at the base of the bead. So now we're just going to kind of follow the bead's lead and just like kind of wire wrap over top. Give him like a little bit of a hat. A nice hat though, like not a bead cap hat. Okay. I'll just do this for a little bit, and then we'll start bringing it back up because we want to fill in that skinny part as well. So we're going to bring that back up and fill in the skinny part. And there we go. Okay. And then we're going to go ahead and cut that. So we have this kind of little bit of a bead hat situation. Sorry if I'm not focusing. I do apologize. It might be focusing, but from where I'm looking, it looks like it is not. And I don't know why. I don't know why it decided not to focus today. Okay, so we have this little nub. Now, guys, don't be wanting to squish that in with all of your might. Be very gentle and deliberate with tucking that guy in, because if you smush it really hard, it's gonna cause your hat to to do things you don't want it to do. Okay, so we're just very gently just kind of hiding him in there. Run your finger over it occasionally. Make sure you don't feel anything sharp. Little gentle movements. Okay, that's looking good for me. And this is not the it's not the neatest hat I've ever made, but it's just freeform. It's just fun. It's a good time. All right, so we've got that guy. So now is time for assemblage. We've already cut our chains. So what we're going to do with our chains, because this wire is so thick, now you could fit, of course, probably an 8mm or higher jump ring in there. We could do that. But I didn't have any jump rings in this pretty gold color. All of my larger jump rings are in a brighter gold. So I decided, you know what, we can do something fun with some chain. So I've cut these chains, and what we're going to do is we're going to take one of these jump rings. Oh, you know what, guys, let's put our jump rings on our focal first. So we're going to put 3 jump rings on our focal. That's my husband pulling up now. So that's 1 jump ring. I might have to pause real quick to help him with, he went grocery shopping. So I might have to pause real quick and help him with the groceries. Okay. Make sure this jump ring is closed, because we're just going to attach. We're not even going to open this one. We're just going to make sure it's closed. And then we'll attach it to the next jump ring. You know, no need to open them all. All right, and we are gonna open this one. Okay. Attach it to this jump ring, and then we'll throw this jump ring on, and there is our trifecta of jump rings, guys. And I am gonna pause just real quick. Okay, I'll be right back, friends. Okay, friends, we're back. Sorry about that. Okay. So we put all our 3 jump rings on there. So now we're going to start with our chain. And I might have some extra jump rings here. I think you need 6. We can count as we go. So we have 3, 4, 5. Yep, you need 6. So we're going to open up one of these jump rings. And then we're going to attach it to one side of our chain. Okay. And then we're going to take this component and we're going to lead this chain through that hole. And then we're going to, and try not to twist this, oh Lord. Try not to twist this chain up, friends. It's a little finicky. You might not get it right away. Might take you 2 times. Okay. Okay. And also make sure these loops are closed, because if these loops are not closed, that jump ring can slip through. Oh, that's right. We're not doing that. Sorry. Put the chain through the component. Okay. Put through one of the holes. Grab it on the other side. Try not to lose it. Try not to twist it. And then I will just kind of fold it over and grab the other link. Sometimes it's a little finicky, friends. You just have to take your time. Don't twist it up. There we go. So there we have that. Okay. Then you want to close that jump ring. Definitely. We don't want to go through that again. Well, we have to go through it one more time, but we don't want to go through it more than necessary, right? Okay. Okay. Now you can lay that down, and then we're going to grab our next jump ring. I can't wait to start playing with this flat wire and make a bracelet. I think that'll be so cool. Okay. Again, I do apologize for all this stuff. My husband is putting food away, so you might hear refrigerators and whatnots, and I do apologize. We have a very small house and noise travels. Okay. And then we're going to take it and then we're going to do the same thing to this side. You're going to put the chain through that loop. So you want to find a smaller size chain. Sorry about that. Okay. And then you want to try to just grab it back here. Okay. And don't twist it up. I just kind of fold it over. Give it a little shake so it's not twisty. Find that loop. There we go. Again, it is not twisty. Just make sure it's not twisted up. Close that jump ring. Okay, there we go. Dishes are coming out of the cabinet. I do apologize. So this is what we have, right? Okay. So now we're going to take this jump ring, and this jump ring has a pretty... Is this the one that brings everybody together? Let me see. It feels like it's been a while. Yeah, that one brings everyone together. Okay. So we're going to take this jump ring. We're going to open this jump ring up. Okay. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of hold this upside down and shake it out so I know these aren't... Okay. And I'm going to grab one end. Make sure they're not twisted. I'm going to grab one end right through here. Okay, and then I'm going to put my drop on with all of my jump rings. And then I'm going to bring this other side over. You want to make sure you're not twisting that other side over. Right? Sometimes it's a little finicky. Okay. Bring our drop is like, what is our drop doing here? Hold on a second, guys. Sometimes I have to regather. I have to regroup because the drop was doing stuff I didn't want him to do. Okay. Hi, Michael. How you doing, buddy? Okay. Through that one. Okay. There's our drop. And then we're going to grab this side and make sure we don't twist it up. There we go. And connect it. So that's what we have. Sometimes it takes a minute, and then if you want to put your ear wire on, then you can also throw your ear wire onto that jump ring. Then we're going to close it, and we're going to call this one a day. We will be back later with Sam's Bead Box. I also have Miss Rosalinda's love mail. I might open that one tomorrow afternoon, and then we'll do Sam later, and then tomorrow we'll have Miss Rosalinda, and I also have, look how pretty. Hold on, let me just give him a shaker. A shaker. Look how pretty. Focus, focus. Let me lay them on a dish. Maybe you could see them better if I lay them on a dish. And then we have some Gemstone Orphanage goodies to look at. A big yard sale stuff. And I have an idea for a necklace with that. It's kind of hard to see because the jump rings are laying down, but it's a very pretty earring. I think it's a very pretty earring. I like the little chain detail. I think it's a fun detail. Guys, you don't have to do that. I mean, that's a little extra. Just a little extra, but... yeah, cute. And I also have, we're going to do some Halloween earrings with the Bargain Bee Box. I also have some polymer clay pieces from Miss Beth Sullivan. And I have a very small Sam's Bee Box order. So we got plenty of stuff, friends. We have plenty of stuff to do. So guys, I'm going to let you guys vote. You tell me what you think. So we've got our little wire drop earrings. I'll bring you down too so you guys can, oh, that's up, Kyle. Bring you down a little bit more. Okay, we have our little wire drop earrings, and then we have our frame in a frame earrings. Those are so pretty. Move this over to the side. And then we have our Eye of the Tiger. We have our Eye of the Tiger earrings. Give them a little. They're going in opposite directions now. They're mad at each other. There they are. So guys, what do you think? Which ones are your favorites? Yeah, and I want to so much thank beautiful, beautiful Miss Laurie Stallman for this amazing love mail. I'm going to put you guys up a little bit so we can do our hearts. And guys, yesterday when I was doing my goodbyes, I forgot to say keep planting your magical beans. So I'm going to say it again. Keep planting your magical beans, my friends. So I made up for yesterday. But I hope you guys are having a great day. I will be back later with our Sam's Bead Box. I'm going to get myself together and we're going to do that. And it's going to be amazing. So until the next time, my loves, Keep playing your magical beans and keep being kind to yourselves and each other. I'll see you soon. Okay, bye.